Plug it in. Plug it in.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Hi, and thank you for joining us on this season finale 1 episode of BC Skate Tours. How's it going? I'm Chris.
I'm Brian, and this is our progressional skate footage for all of Tucson's skate parks.
Yeah, so we got some great footage we're going to bring to you today. It's all progress, so yeah, it's all great footage. You can always learn from your mistakes, no matter his quotations. But without any further ado, blah, 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 here's the video. Check it out, man. We'll get back to you.
So Chris has an issue where he pushes Mongo and then stands regular, so he kind of's got a goofy push and then a regular stance.
So I'll show you Mongo the way I usually push, and then I'll show you the way I'm trained. So this is the way I usually push. Put it back forward.
right, so it was really cool that Chris was cool with me videotaping him so early on in his skating hobbying thing.
So you see at the beginning, right there at the beginning, I had this problem pushing Mongo. But I didn't think it was a problem at all, like the entire time growing up skating, but I guess it's looked down upon now. So I actually did change the way I started pushing regular.
However, we do want to make some points that just because somebody is a Mongo skater does not mean that they are a wannabe, doesn't mean they're a poser at all.
Maybe they just feel comfortable skating like that.
I got some video, and sorry for putting you on blast, Austin, but I got video of somebody doing a lot of Mongo pushing and shredding up the park.
Yeah.
Big lines, doing big things. So just because somebody is a Mongo pusher does not mean
that they're a poser.
Or that they can't skate, because that's been proven wrong time and time again.
Absolutely.
The main thing is just skate and don't pay attention to how anybody else is skating. Just have fun. Have fun with them. Teach them something if you're better than them.
So anyway,
like right now,
progress footage.
Speaking of that, but like right now, you could leave a comment below on the progress footage that you just watched, and even if it's something that we've already have overcome, something you might say might create an epiphany for us to perfect or better, do something that, you just never know how far your comment can go. And you may not just be helping us. You might say something down below that will help another skater who just might be browsing through the comments. So what were you saying, though? My bad. I took over for a second.
It's a lot of great progress footage. I mean, man, I wasn't even comfortable with my balance, nothing right there at Picture Rocks at nighttime when we were doing those 50-50 stalls.
Yeah. Well,
I almost fell on my face once, dude.
Well, falling is part of it. Like you just got to get up. You're going to fall. If you're new at skating, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. You know what? But don't go try to skate outside of your realm. Your realm's going to grow by you sticking within your realm, because you're just going to get more comfortable doing this and doing this and doing this. And next thing you know, you're way better.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when that little corner at Picture Rocks, that little corner
Oh, the
pipe,
one that right there at the very the entrance, the very first little quarter pipe.
Dropping
there.
into that thing scared the crap out of me, dude.
And now we hit the top one, not the seashell, but the ones below, next to the seashell, we could both hit.
Yeah.
So and not only that, going back to those stalls though, those 50-50 stalls, that was before all I have to do is land the 50-50 grind. That's all I have to do now. But that goes all the way back to, just learning how to ollie and stall. And I had just learned the ollie at that time. I had learned the ollie like maybe a week before that. And I was like, I got to do something with the ollie now. And so that's a lot of, it's cool to see that. And now I'm like shredding up hubbas that are, 18 inches high.
I know. Now all you got to do is just land that 50-50 grind, man. You're almost there, dude. And I think I know you could do it.
It's here.
I know.
It's here. It's right here. I got this.
Someone did leave you a comment. Remember? They said. They said pull out of it like a manual.
7. Yeah. Definitely.
Manual, like Manuel. Pull out of it like Manuel.
One of my biggest issues is when I go to ollie up and I'm up on the hubba, I can't get my shoulders above my feet and get up on the board. I'm still. Like, my feet are on the board, but it's like my butt is over the concrete down below. So I'm, like, leaned back too far. Yeah. So what happens is that if the board doesn't start to slide off the hubba, I lose my balance and I have to bail because I'm like this instead of up like this, to be able to manual off. Like, if you check out the Wednesday video at Santa Rita, the dude that's hitting that 50-50 and that 5-0, across the hubba, he's just standing right up on it like it's no issue. And I think that's what my biggest problem is with that. So, and one of the things I'm now mainly focused on before landing is getting up on the board.
He's hitting it backside too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So you could tell he has total control. He's able to get up onto the board, stand up onto the board, no problems there. And so right now what I'm trying to do is when I go up and I ollie, I'm trying to become more parallel. And before I ollie, I'm trying to already like have my shoulders already above the edge of the rail. So that way when I ollie, I'm bringing my legs to my shoulders instead of bringing my, ollieing my legs up and then bringing my shoulders over my legs. I'm trying to get my shoulders over the ledge now. Make the ollie, make the grind, and by the time I get up on there, then my shoulders are already above the board, creating better balance. But it's still something I'm working on.
And, yeah, it was great. I was learning the rock and roll. I was going up. I warmed up doing the rock to fakie because, I've been able to do that on a lot of obstacles already, and it's becoming pretty fluent. So I've been wanting to work on my rock and roll. Now, rock and roll, I just got to learn how to turn and pivot right there after I come off of the coping. You know what I mean? And it takes me a few tries, but I get it once, and then I landed it a couple, I think one more time a couple times later.
One more time a couple times later.
But
now it's going a lot better. I think one of the things you need to work on now is bigger stuff, like mini ramp style. Sawadita Skate Park, I think you should try working on that half pipe, doing rock and roll, rock to fakie, things like that. I think that'd be really good progress because then you can start going up in height after you learn how to do it with more vert.
Right.
Because one thing about Rita Ranch is there's not a lot of vert, so you can literally just like roll right into that thing and just your wheels, if you got good balance, your wheels will just go right over the coping, the board will slide across the coping. And then you just roll right into the bowl, but like I said, it's a good place to start learning, but I think we need to start adding more of a vertical, not height, but vertical to it, so that way you can start really getting, really popping your nose on there and doing what, fakie or
it back off.
Roll. You know what I mean?
I'll have to start with the fakie for sure, dude, just because I'm already comfortable with that. And then once I get comfortable in that vert position, then I'll start incorporating the rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think Sawadita Skate Park would be a good place for you to start taking it to the next level.
I think you're right. Those ones do have some good vert on them. And they're not tall. They're like 3.5, 4 feet at the top.
If not, well, the little guys are like 3.5 feet. Right. So that'd be perfect. But it has more vert to it. So it'd take you to that next level, and I think that'd be a great idea. But what do you guys think?
Let us know in the comments below. Hey, that rhymes. Did you know that?
What?
Let us know in the comments below.
Say it louder.
Let us know in the comments below
of how you think we could improve, what you guys think about our videos, anything you want to comment. Besides that, our subscribe button is right here, and somewhere on the screen you will see a couple other videos, playlists, things like that. So click on them, binge watch our videos. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new here. Leave a comment. And we are out. Thank you so much for following along, guys.
Bye-bye. First try.
First try.